I got my fingering.
And speaking of Jared taking us out to places that we love,
Yes.
Welcome back to the official Secrets Hideaway Podcast. Live on a Wednesday. Team Jess and Jordan were in the building. It is officially episode number 2 of 2025. And Jess, we got a special one for him today, right?
I'm super excited.
I'm excited too. We've been looking for this one. This is like cool because, all right, we're going to break this thing down. So here at Secrets Hideaway, we have a little something we like to call our host couples. Our host couples are a pulse. They're a vibe. They are literally an extension of us, Jess, right? The entertainment team, they help, amazing lifestylers and people know all the ins and outs of Secrets and a great time. And Yessi and Cesar are in the house, and they're two of the best, right?
Absolutely. Their energy and auras are just so amazing. So if you guys don't know them, you probably will after this podcast, after we get down to the nitty gritty with these two. And then you'll get to meet them and greet them in all the ways.
That's right, guys. So Yessi, Cesar, welcome to the show. Welcome to the official Secrets Hideaway Podcast. And this is
together for a minute now. So
yeah.
It's fun to finally make it.
Well, you guys are great cornerstones here. I feel like Jess and I, you guys are great extensions of kind of what we do as well, too, is with the entertainment and kind of bringing everybody together. Great energy and just atmosphere for everyone. So you were definitely top of the list when we knew we wanted to involve our host couples on the show and get some more of the personalities that make Secrets so unique and fun. So you guys are great and welcome. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we got a great chat here. We got people already checking in. We got Jason here said that we got Slutty Sailors and Pantyless Pirates are in the building. Shout out to them. Nice job, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate
All right.
y'all.
Hey.
Little thrill ride living in the house. I like it.
That's
the
a
live
mouthful.
it was supposed to start at 5 p.m. today, y'all. So Jess and I, first and foremost, we want to apologize to y'all. We were supposed to start at 5 p.m. today, but in case you haven't heard, we have the television channel TLC
Yes.
on property. So it's been pretty crazy here at Secrets. We can't go into too much detail, but all you need to know is that TLC is filming a brand new show, a new reality show that is going to air this spring or summer. They're not sure yet. And they're doing it here at Secrets. So it's a really cool concept, and we are super happy to have them on property. And if any of y'all want to be extras for the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, we're actually filming, right, Jess?
Yes. And we just want everyone to have a good time. It's a great show, great vibe, great energy. So, and we need your help.
Yes. So come on out if you want to be a part of the action today and tomorrow from 1 p.m. till 1 a.m. are the shooting times. So anytime you can get to property, come say what's up. You can shoot Jess and I a DM, shoot us a message here on the show or privately in our inbox if you want to be a part of it. Just come meet us and we'll set you up for that. So that is our apologies for not starting the show at 5
so
p.m.
it
today.
wasn't Yessi or Cesar.
No.
Being
It was on
Hispanic
us.
is not.
Yeah, so we were supposed to lead with that. Just because they're Hispanic
I
doesn't
said,
mean
yeah.
we're late.
I said we're getting blamed for this one.
No, we're good. We're good. So we got a rock star host couple in the building. We're going to take all your questions now. Lifestylers and anybody tuning in, we got you guys live here on our chat. So definitely want to know where you're watching from, where you're listening to the show from. If you had a great weekend, if you have any lifestyle questions for Yessi and Cesar, you guys could throw these right on the chat. They're here with us, during the full run of the show today. So they're here to answer all the questions. Anything that y'all wanted to ask them, it's an open floor. So we're going to have some fun and get this thing started. And before we actually get into topic of the show today and kind of break down Yessi and Cesar a little bit, we had a weekend this past weekend, right, babe?
We did.
Didn't we have fun? I mean, we always have fun here, but it was good.
It was a great time. That's all I have to say.
Well, you know what? Nothing's scripted here. So when I catch Jess laughing, it's a real laugh. You're getting it here. So
Well, because I was
it's
like
cool.
trying to remember all the things, because all the days. We have fun a lot.
Dude.
So it's like, what day was that again?
Well,
let me
Run
backtrack
into
a
each
little
other.
bit.
I mean,
Yeah,
Secrets
exactly.
is a vibe, and this is great too because we actually play Yessi and Cesar into this too. Every weekend we run different themes for y'all and vibes and energies here on property. And I feel like the themes and the dress up and the cosplay here is a pretty big pulse here at Secrets. Like that kind of makes us.
Yes.
Kind of what we are, and we have a lot of fun with that. And yes, and Cesar, I know you guys take a lot of pride in that and play off the accents.
Love it.
Have you had favorite themes? What do you guys like about the weekends? How does it kind of get you guys energized?
Well, for me, anytime.
After we get back
Yeah.
to Yessi and Cesar's
Oh, Lucid
question
Power
over there.
counts?
Look, we'll
Are
make
we
them.
back on?
Let me know when. I'll fuck it up every time for you. I'll help you mess it up the whole time.
Cesar's like, I'm so
beforehand.
sorry, honey.
How about now, y'all?
Cesar's funny. He's like, oh, that was great. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're live now again. We got sound.
We have sound? Beautiful.
All right, we're back. So in about 20 seconds, y'all hear our voice come back into play. So we're back, and sorry about the technical difficulties. I got a little happy with my hands. It is secret, so you never know what's going to happen. I like touching things. It's kind of the new, that's a whole other story. So back to Yessi and Cesar. We're asking them how their Friday nights roll, Saturday nights roll, the weekends. What do you guys look forward to on the weekends when you're dressing up, cosplaying, and all things secrets?
Well, that's me. I love dressing up different, all the themes are awesome. My thing is, I'm dressing up, coming out my room, looking like a vampire or a soldier or some random shit. And my kids are like, oh, nice, where are you going? I'm like, downtown Orlando.
Right, that's always the blanket answer, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
that's my answer. Oh, okay, where are you going to? Downtown Orlando.
like, Halloween again, Mama.
Yeah,
I see.
they were like, why
Another
do you
week.
look like a pirate? I was like, oh, it's a cute outfit. You don't think it's cute? And like, no. And most people who know me, you know what my dresses look like. It's not much coverage, so I just come out the house and I'm walking like sideways. I gotta cover this. Wait, I gotta go this way, babe. Come behind me so they can't see from behind. But we make it.
No, but this is so dope too because y'all,
That's cool.
you guys, in addition to being, great cornerstones here at Secrets on our team, amazing personalities and vibes, you guys, families, kids.
yeah.
So there's a whole other
Oh, yeah.
end of this
Oh, yeah.
where,
We're real people.
so how do you, managing this world with the real world, parents, like a daytime job, you know what I mean? How does it all come together for you guys? Like, do you find is there a balance? Like, I know there's a balance.
It's
Was it always
definitely,
easy?
balancing.
Right.
You're right. Like during the week, we take care of the house, we take care of the careers, and we do that. As we get closer to the weekend, we'll start plotting how much fun we're gonna have that weekend
Right.
at Secrets. And I asked, I'm like, wait, who's the alibi for the weekend?
Yeah, we always have to
Like,
come up
where
with
are
an
we
alibi.
gonna-
Where
where are
we
we
gonna
gonna be at?
Yeah.
Going-
You get your story straight, I'll get my story straight, and we'll reconvene.
Exactly.
Right? There you
That's
go.
smart.
Little kids. Our
But
kids
I
are
come
all-
up with
Right.
the stories because he's horrible at coming up with stories.
Now, how old are the kids?
From 17, 21, 23, and 27.
So y'all hear that? So not only do they have to be
Oh, 28,
stories,
I'm sorry,
but the
28.
stories have to be pretty decent
Yeah,
because you're
yeah,
dealing
like
with some
they ain't stupid.
these kids.
Yeah.
They kind of know what's going on a little bit. You gotta
They call me out on my bullshit. Trust me. Trust me. So I have to come up with the stories because his story's like, we're gonna go get chicken. And I'm
It's
like,
very
chicken
vague.
from
chicken,
where?
What kind of chicken?
Chicken,
Where?
chicken wings. And I'm like, from where? At 12 midnight, babe. Where are we going for chicken wings? He's like, your favorite chicken wing place. I'm like, and I'm looking at him like, I'm going to because out of all things you could have said, you said chicken wings. Now we gotta go look for chicken wings. So
Lifestylers,
it's
what
always
is your best lifestyle cover? We want to hear it on the chat.
Yes,
like, what
please.
what are your
Yes.
stories? What do you
Yes.
tell? What do you use as the excuse to come to Secrets for another weekend in a row? How do you get out of the house? We want to know. So we're chopping it up here. We're back on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. It is our second episode of 2025. We're rocking with one of our amazing host couple teams. Yessi and Cesar are in the building. And we opened up the show letting you all know that, our host couples here at Secrets Hideaway are such a vibe and a pulse, and they really are extensions of the amazing community that we have here at Secrets. Y'all have been such a great mainstay here on the property. Now, how many years have you been coming to Secrets and enjoying the vibe and helping us out?
6 years actually.
Yeah, this is
6
where we really started to learn about the lifestyle.
That's where everything started, yeah.
Not only just what it was, but most importantly, how to navigate it.
Okay.
It's definitely been a learning experience,
Yeah.
and it's like every few months, it's like we
learn something
we
new.
learn something new.
I love it. Pineapple Jams here. We got Mimi and
Oh,
Justin
yes,
saying,
Mimi.
don't ask questions that
Hey,
you don't
guys.
want the answers to. There you go.
That's very true. That's very true.
I love it. I love
No,
it.
but yeah, that's like you said. We actually had a trip to Cancun. We went to Temptation and went over there, and that's where the first time we actually figured out a little bit what lifestyle was and what
Right.
Secrets were. I had no idea.
I was going to say, now, did you guys, were you no idea, now you met in a lifestyle situation, or
No,
did
no,
you
no,
guys
no,
meet
no,
before this
before,
and then
before.
entered
we met,
this?
we met in
Before
a
this.
regular restaurant.
Okay.
Regular?
We lived in Vegas at the time.
Sure.
So I got out of work. I used to work at Mandalay Bay. I got out of work late at night, 10 o'clock, close up shop. On my way home, I stopped at a place for you guys that are similar, that know about Kissimmee, Orlando. Picture like the Loop, shopping and restaurants. So I pulled up to a similar area in Vegas, and I parked, and I was on my way to go to Blue Martini. That
Okay.
was my go-to. Every Saturday, I would go to Blue Martini, get their salad, 2 old fashions, and go home.
Set.
That's it. I'm good. Life is good. Well, this Saturday,
You picked up something extra on this trip.
Until you met Jesse.
This particular night, I parked where the same area, and as I'm walking to Blue Martini, I hear like salsa music out of the corner.
Okay.
Now, in Kissimmee, Orlando, you're gonna hear salsa everywhere you go, but when you're in Vegas, you hear salsa, you're like, wait a minute. So I follow the sound, and I walk into this place, and there's hardly anybody there, but they're playing salsa music. So I okay, forget Blue Martini for the night. Let me go in. Let me go get a drink. And after like 30 minutes, I ordered my second drink, and this gorgeous woman starts
Me, just in
talking
case
to
you
me.
guys didn't know.
I say, smart man. Good choice of words.
Smart
What is
man.
happening right now?
He's like, wait a minute, where'd this crazy girl come from?
I know.
And that's how we met.
And you were just out there just for a night out,
Well,
hanging out, like.
that
Or-
where he went was actually a barbecue restaurant, and it was
Sure.
owned by one of my friends.
Okay.
And it was brand new, and he wanted to do Latin night. So he says, I need women. I
Right.
don't care. Just come please. And I was like, okay, I'll go. That's fine. But you buy me all my drinks, and you're gonna stay with me by the bar the whole time. I don't want to
Sure.
be by myself. And he's like, okay, I got it. So I was with him a lot of the night. So he thought I was.
I
with
thought they were
him.
together.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah,
So I
makes sense.
saw
He
her.
kinda
I
stood
was
away
checking
from
her
me.
out,
Yeah.
but I'm like, oh, she's with the dude
Yeah.
in the suit over here.
And then he finally walked away. He goes, I'll be right back. And then he ordered a drink, and I heard the accent. And I'm, again, in Vegas. You don't
Right.
see a lot of Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. So I heard the accent. I was like, wait a minute, where are you from? And of course, he's all hamming up, Puerto Rico. I was like, okay, I got you. So then we started talking from then. And then,
Us women know what you're saying without saying, you know?
Yeah. So after he said that, I was like, okay. And then, we just started talking. And then you guys know I love to dance. So
Sure.
bachata came on.
Yeah.
And he tried to call me out that I didn't know what I was doing and stuff. I was like, he was like,
I'm
oh,
like,
you
are
don't
you
know how
really
to dance.
Dominican? I'm like, you really know how this goes?
Yeah. And I put it on him.
And y'all are still talking shit to each other.
And here we are.
And we haven't stopped talking trash since.
And here we are.
And
That's
I was
true
like,
love.
when I saw
But
the
that
accent,
is
it
true
was
love,
Dominican.
right, babe? That's
Yeah.
how we do it.
I
Oh,
know. Yeah. If you're not making fun of them, what are you doing?
Exactly. Exactly. As long as I can do it, nobody else can do it, but I can do it.
Exactly.
In the nicest
Exactly.
way possible.
In the nicest
yes.
way possible.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Repacking it here. We're back live on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast with our second episode of 2025. Host couple Yessi and Cesar. If y'all have any questions, feel free to throw them on the chat. We're here live. Let's see what we got going on. We got some great stories going on. Brad said the kids don't burn the house down and feed the dogs. See you Sunday. They're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, that's a good one, yes.
Yes,
For
they're
sure.
ready. We got everybody ready to rock and roll this weekend. And then Jason said their oldest knows. He comes to babysit the younger two when they go to the most magical place on earth.
That's right.
I love it.
See, there you go. You keep it in the
There you go.
family. You have the older kids watch the younger,
course.
so you
I
can
know.
kind of take your little trip to Secrets and have a good time.
I know our kids know.
Do
We're
it.
fooling our fucking selves. Are you kidding me? They know. I leave my stuff around and I'm like,
I would like to think that they
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But I think, yeah.
I mean, so Jess and I, we don't have
There you
kids,
go.
and like we kind of went down the path. We're both cool with it like this. So whenever we, our good friends who have the sibling thing going on, and the kids and stuff, we're like, what's it like? Like it's like we're like on the
Yeah, 'cause
outside of the
it's-
cage
I
here.
couldn't
like-
even
Find out pretty
imagine
soon.
having to balance,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Think about how much we run around with two dogs,
I
and
know.
like, and the demand here on property. I can't imagine if there was an actual human that
Oh, I
needed
know.
our.
Yeah.
I would be like, you gotta take care of yourself, dude.
But you know
I
what's so
can't.
funny? What
How old are
makes-
you? 2?
That's
You
what
got
makes
this.
this place even more magical for us because we do have regular lives
Right.
all week long. We're tired. We're just ready to just, we're literally wait for the weekend to do everything.
Right.
So Friday comes, it's pizza. I start getting ready, makeup, hair, whatever crazy outfit I'm gonna wear, and I'm the happiest person.
Isn't that cool?
And
That's so cool.
I come in, my head is high. I am the happiest person.
And think about this, y'all. Everybody listen out there in podcast land, wherever you're tuning in from. Yes, he just said something super dope because, yes, like this is the escape. This is
Yes,
the release.
absolutely. Yep.
And think about it. It's not even like a night where you're just going out to, a local bar or a club where you might have a good time.
Right.
You might meet somebody. You might, you're
Right.
almost like, as long as you got an open mind and like you're pretty cool with whatever,
Yep.
you're gonna hit a home run here. There's no
Absolutely,
way to
yeah.
like. I was thinking about it, and like Jess and I were kind of going back and forth. There's really no way to like strike out here if
Right,
you're
right.
if you're kind of open. And you
Right.
guys kind of see it a little more than us, Jess and I, just like being on the tours regularly
Yes. Yeah.
and meeting all the new people that come through. What do you find like if you could give a couple of great pieces of advice for people that are starting out or maybe a little nervous to show up or come through? How do you break it down? What do you think would be a great way to approach Secrets as a newbie?
One of our biggest things is I tell everybody, be open-minded, first of all. Completely open-minded, because you're going to see stuff. And I told him, I said, hey, if you don't like what you see, it's okay. You're going to find something else you can look at. Everybody, there's something here for everybody.
Right.
It can be, if you don't like this, you're going to like this. If you don't like that, it doesn't matter. Our main goal, like we tell everybody, I want to see all of our couples either go into the playroom. I want to see you naked.
Right.
I mean, you can have your towel on, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I want to see you go in there by yourself,
Right.
without me, without Caesar. I want to see you guys go in there, because that shows me that you listen to our advice and you're open. I told me, you don't have to do
Say,
anything.
F it, let's have some fun.
Exactly.
Right.
That's it. Just get your little towel on and go in there. And I'm telling you, there's been times when I see them and I go and I'm giving a tour and I see them, they're in there and I'm high-fiving people while they're fucking. I'm high-five. Hey, hey, I love it. I was like, you did it. Good
That's
job.
exactly what I meant.
Yeah,
You're
I was like,
killing
good
it.
job. So, and like you always say, your 30-lane highway.
Yeah.
Like you say.
'Cause, that's the thing here is, at least for us, again, we're now 6 years in, and we tell, especially people that are new to the lifestyle, not just new here, but to the lifestyle, this is like traveling down a 30-lane highway.
Right.
Through time and through good communication with your partner, you're gonna find what lanes you want to navigate that are gonna be fun for the two of you. We have friends that we've known for almost 6 years in the lifestyle. We've never played with them.
Right.
Our paths just don't cross because they're navigating the lanes on this side.
You hear that,
Yeah.
ladies and gents?
Yeah.
It is okay to just have friends
in the
here.
lifestyle.
In the lifestyle.
You can
Absolutely.
just
That's the best
have
part.
friends at Secrets
Absolutely.
Hideaway.
And those are some of our best friends. Like
Right.
you guys are some of our best friends.
Right. Yeah.
Like everybody in the lifestyle, we have more lifestyle friends than we have vanilla friends.
Right.
Like we have some vanilla friends and we're ready to get rid of them. We're like,
Sure.
you guys are so, like, you bore me. Like we can't have the same
Well, it's
kind
a
of
great
vibe.
it's a great story for y'all because you did meet in Vanilla
Vanilla
World
World.
and
Yeah.
you did and you did
Absolutely.
come over to
Yep.
this and kind of like experience it all and learn. Is there anything that you, when you came here to Secrets, that you didn't know you even liked, where you're like, wow, like
Well,
something
and
that was completely
how
opposite
did you hear
end?
about Secrets? You said you went to
Yeah.
Temptations.
Yes, and somebody told us, and we're really close, and
It
we
was
would
funny,
drive
yeah.
by all the time. We had no idea what it was.
So you
Right.
drove by
'cause
because
we
you're
met
all
people-
the time, every day.
On our first trip there, we met people. It was a group of people. They were like
It was a takeover.
But they were like 14
Yeah. couple.
people.
Your
traveling
biggest
together.
fan, Lexi, just checked in. She's like, "That's my girl.
I
Let's
love you,
go."
Lex.
So we got Lexi on the chat. Shout out to one of our finest. She unfortunately,
I see you can never
Just
truly
retired.
leave. You can never
See,
truly
Never.
Lexi, I knew you'd be back, girl.
I love
I knew
you.
you'd be back.
It is. It's
can
like
never
we
leave.
keep enticing you back, Lexi. Come on, girl.
She can't be without me.
Good to hear from you, beautiful.
No, I love it. So, was there anything like? So obviously, we have our dungeon here, the playrooms, all this stuff. Is there anything like even the BDSM side? Have you like? Was that something you never heard of before coming
No.
really to
No.
see or seen?
I only seen it, and this is dorky, but obviously from 50 Shades of Grey.
Say it.
That's the
Right?
only
No,
time
but
I ever
that,
seen
that's
it.
all
dorky at
Jess
all.
knew pretty much in the beginning, right? Too,
Yeah,
right?
it was so sexy. It's like, oh my God, yes, yes. Then when I got in there, I was like, oh hell no! Like you are not telling me. I'm very controlling, so
Right,
I
right.
couldn't give that power over to anybody. And then,
Took us what, three and a half years.
yes, to finding it. Then
We walked
yeah,
into the dungeon for 3.5 years
and walk right out.
until finally.
Maybe tonight's the night. Nope.
Yep,
Let's
nope.
try it again
I
next
like
time.
But good for you guys for never giving up
awesome.
either.
No,
That's
we did not.
amazing.
We did not.
And after 3.5 years, we finally saw this beautiful couple who
You guys
we're
know.
best to call them friends now, and they were playing in a different way. And Jesse and I are looking at him like,
Very sensual.
and for the first time ever, I'm looking at it.
no
oh,
impact whatsoever.
I
could
can
do that.
see that being a lot of fun.
That's fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a different form of foreplay. If you let it happen, it just like changes your mind
Yes.
dynamic.
Exactly.
It's a different like, and I can say that because I love BDSM.
That's Jess's.
Yeah.
Like that's my. I'm like it's
That's her
just a
stuff.
different
Yeah.
type of foreplay that like it's hard to explain, but once you like embrace it, you're like okay,
Yeah.
it's cool.
It was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Talk a little bit about your first experience after
Yeah.
going 3.5 years of going
3.5
no,
years,
no.
and
It's
then
just
this couple,
wait
they
a
were like,
minute.
oh, they're into that, and they're very no impact play, everything. I mean, they have rabbit fur gloves and all this stuff on,
Very
and they're like,
sensual.
oh, let's do this. You'll be fine. I was like, okay, I'm gonna trust you. So I was like, I need to be blindfolded. I don't want to know that anybody's here.
Right.
I didn't know what was happening. I was just like, and I was like, I'm gonna keep my lingerie on, and they're like trying to get around it, and I finally say, you know what, I'm so stupid, fuck it, just take it off. Everything, just take it all off. I don't care, let's go. You know, then we did it. I had an amazing time, amazing. So it still took me, I didn't give complete control, and she'll tell you ever have her on her podcast, I'm like the worst person. But I still had a great time. She had a great time, and I saw it so differently. So now when we give tours and we go in there, I tell people specifically, like, if you see this couple, you have to sit and watch them. Because if you're scared, because a lot of people, ain't nobody hitting me. I'm like, relax.
Yeah,
there's not somebody in there just whooping everybody.
So Wood, you hear that, brother? We got a comment here. He actually said his wife and him do the same thing: walk in the dungeon and walk out. So
Yes.
we're gonna give you a new way to try that dungeon.
Yes.
Fine.
Absolutely.
Check it out.
Yesy and Cesar.
Give yourself a
they'll
couple
help
more
Yes,
seconds.
yes, for
Come
sure.
see Yes
See
Yes and Cesar. You guys gonna be here this weekend?
Yes, we will.
Excellent. So
We'll-
there you
we'll
go.
give
If
you
you come
that
this
tour.
weekend, they're here, and you can pretty much set your watch to these guys. They're usually here every weekend, at least
Yes.
one of the 2 days, the Friday or Saturday, if not both. So
Yes.
that's really, really great. And let's see what else we got here. The question is for the men, for the guys. How did we feel the first time we saw our girl with somebody else? Wow. Okay. So it's cool because Jess and I, our dynamic is we're still getting to know each other, but this is great that this question was asked, and this is from, let's see who we got here. This is from Viara. Viara, great question, by the way. Viara Delgado. Awesome. I love it. That's a great question. Now, for you two, Yes and Cesar, you guys obviously have been in this for what you said, 6 years, right?
6 years now.
Now, without going too much, detail, however much you guys want to, what is the dynamic for you guys? Like, what do you guys like? What do you look for? Like, are you, do you look for couples? Is it a single? Like,
Right.
are you looking for friends? Like,
Yeah.
what's...
So our dynamic is we do girl on girl, and we're full swap, and we will do soft swap if a couple or somebody's not comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing full swap, and we're now finally after 6 years, and most people do threesomes first,
Sure.
and we haven't. We just did one not too long ago.
Okay.
But we're just starting to get into that.
Cool.
Because now we've always done couples.
Well, that's funny, too. So Jess and I are literally on our own journey, too, and we, have had sporadic play with certain couples in different instances, but never really like a full, I guess, swap. You know what I mean? Like, we've never really done that before. So that's very interesting. So I've never actually seen Jess with another man in my view yet. So I'm actually, and we try to process this. I'm like, I always go in my head, I'm like, what would that be like? I'm trying to think about it.
It'll
Right?
take you a minute.
And then I try to picture, I'm like, okay, so if it was somebody like Cesar, I'm like, all right, it's a homie.
disclosure.
Like, like it's like a homie. So I'm
Yeah.
like you get more,
Yeah.
if you know, like, the dynamic of people that you could trust that are cool, it's almost like you're hanging out with your friends in a new way. Like, if you have a bunch of sports friends, you go to the bar to watch the
Exactly,
game.
yeah.
You got a bunch
That
of friends that like
changes things a lot.
sex.
Yeah.
Guess what's going to happen?
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, well, that happened for us actually when we did our first full swap. We went with friends first because
Sure.
I said if I freak the fuck out, like I don't want it to be people that will never talk to us again. It has to be friends because then I know they'll
They'll give you a mulligan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So sure enough, our first time it happened, and I don't.
We were with
They
good
asked
friends.
how the men
Right.
feel. How did you feel, Sammy?
Well, it was.
But it was our friends. Let's talk about the
It's
second
different.
time.
Because it was
Second time it wasn't our
this
friends.
is great. I love this because
I
like,
know,
this
we
helps
get
me
to
too.
learn.
One question.
Yeah.
Because when the God Honest first time it happened, it was with our friends. And like you said, it was just an extension of everybody hanging out, having a good time.
Just organic. Everybody was vibing.
It was
Yeah.
organic, and we both had a really good time. Now, the first time we did it full swap, and it wasn't with those friends, but it was like really, truly the first time,
Right?
I had a horrible time.
Okay. And was it a
It was
mind thing? Was it
fuck-
like I just
yeah.
couldn't get out of my
Yeah,
head?
It was awful.
It was
Right.
bad.
It was awful.
Yeah.
But you're trying to be like a
I'm
man
trying to
for
be a
like I'm
trooper.
trying to
I'm
like
trying
get
be a
through this for her.
trooper. I don't want to ruin her for her because I know she was having a good time.
Right.
But I'm sitting there like I'm at the fucking DMV.
My God.
It was not fun. It was not fun.
He was pouting, and and he
Yeah.
just was hearing things that were not going on, and he's like, "I just heard them slapping your
And
ass."
this is
and
crazy
none
to
of
me,
that
y'all, because
happened. I was
if you've
like, what are
seen
you
Cesar
talking
before,
about?
he's a big
He's
dude, you know?
ginormous.
You got this big
He's
guy.
ginormous.
Like,
I keep looking at his hands. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh my
I didn't
God.
have fun.
They're ginormous.
I didn't have fun. It took me a second.
Okay.
And I was surprised because he actually was kind of pushing a little more for going full swap
Sure.
than I was. So when it didn't work and stuff, I'm not even gonna lie, I was such a bitch. I was like, good, that's what you get. Like, I was so
That's my girl. Yo,
I was
that's
so happy that
amazing.
you had an awful time. I was like, good. That's exactly what you did.
Oh, my
so,
God.
But I didn't tell him that at the time. And I was so happy. I was like, yes, this is so awesome. Because you wanted it, and I had a great time.
Right. So was it like a mental thing?
It was 100% a mental.
Okay.
Yeah. It's then through experience, and I like to like read and get information.
Right.
It was just me. I was just in the worst possible headspace that you can be at that time.
How'd you get out of it? Like, what was like, okay, now I get it. Like, what clicked?
It didn't take long.
No.
I'm
the
just
funny
curious
thing is
because
that-
this is exactly not an issue, but this is exactly what I battle with in my head
Yeah.
every time. Anything remotely, we get to a situation where we're having fun. I'm like,
It pumped the
But
brakes.
now one of the things that I do is I always focus on her.
Right.
And how she's enjoying the setting.
okay.
And by always putting her first, I'm always able to enjoy what's going on.
I like that.
For
You hear that all?
versus,
Yo, that's what we call a little lifestyle nugget. You should write that one down.
it's,
Yeah, for sure.
Write that one
I
down.
think that the right word is compersion. Whereas
Okay.
I enjoy seeing her having her enjoy herself and seeing her have a good time.
Correct. And I
Where
actually
that
think
I wasn't in that headspace at the beginning.
Well, that's what I and you hit the nail on the head, Cesar. Like, I think that if for anybody, like, if you can get out of your
It's all
the
about-
head
it's all
game a
about
little
being
bit,
mental.
you know,
It's
like
just
that's
getting out of your head.
right. Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's really, really good stuff. And this is great. So we got, let's see. Yes. Okay. So Vera said that her and her significant other Lewis have been to Secrets 3 or 4 times over the last 6 to 8 months. The first time they were very shy and looked like they knew. They said they looked like they knew what they were doing, but it was more like a perfect movie scene rather than what was really going on in their head. So they were waiting for the dungeon to open, and it's the hardest part of visiting. Yes, it is. The dungeon could be tough sometimes,
Yes.
but like we were saying before, you just got to kind of get in there. And the coolest part, what people don't realize about the dungeon, you can go in there, and as long as it's consensual, you can hang out and kind of check things
Yeah, just
out.
watch
You don't have to
everyone's
like,
scenes
you don't
and-
have to be a part of anything or a
and
scene.
you don't have
correct?
to be naked either.
Right.
You can be in there with your clothes on, which makes it a lot easier for people.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you don't want to get naked, and sometimes I go in there because a lot of times I don't want to get naked because I have all this stuff on. I was like, babe, I got to unzip here, undo this, undo that. And I know a lot of women are like that too. Like, oh, I spend so much time doing
Right.
my makeup and doing this. Oh, I don't want to get naked. So, hey, you can still have fun.
Right.
Going to the
Being
dungeon.
in a sexual setting without.
And it gets very spicy in the dungeon. I mean, there's times, and I'm giving tours, and I'm so distracted, and he's like, babe, let's go. I'm like, I was watching that. Damn. And I was like, babe, and I'm thinking, you guys wait for me, pause it, I'll be back. I keep going, I'm like, damn. And sometimes he'll find me there. He's like, babe, I was looking for you. I was like, did you see what's going on over here? And he's like, yes, baby. Okay,
Well,
I'll
and
let
you
know.
don't realize you lose track of time in
Of
there
cour-
too.
of course, yes.
I'm like sometimes
Yes.
like when I was with my ex and I'd be in there because he would let me just go because he wasn't into BDSM.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, okay, have fun, do your thing.
Drop you off at daycare?
Yeah, talk to
Come
me
back
about
3
it
days later, he'd be like, "You're still gone?
You're
What's
still
going
here?
on?"
What's
Yeah,
happening?
seriously.
He's like, he'll come back and he's like, you know, you're in there for like an hour and a half. I was like, I was.
You don't. It doesn't seem
I'm like,
that
what?
way.
I know,
It
I'm
doesn't
like-
seem that way. And I love going in there because the vibe, like we always tell everybody, check it every 30 to 45 minutes. The vibe changes.
It
Let's
does.
say if the music, you don't like the music in the club or outside, hey, go in there.
Right.
Go check it
Because
out,
you're
the
gonna
vibe
find
is-
something cool. Because it's just it's like kind of like amusement park. So you go to each thing, spend time in one ride, go to the next, go to the next, go to the next. So I tell everybody, like, constantly be checking everything out.
Sure.
Because things change. Even the outside bar changes. Like the people who are out there having
Yeah.
a good time, you get your shows in the jacuzzis all the
Right.
time. in the
That's a
pool,
great analogy.
you know?
I actually like that. Like, yo, if you don't like it, go try
the
it,
next.
and then 20 minutes later, come back to the
Oh, yeah,
nightclub.
that-
or-
yeah.
It's a great
Night and
analogy.
day, night and day difference.
Because you can't tell me you're bored at Secrets.
Right.
I see people, there's nothing to do. Then go home. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, like, leave it for somebody else. Because I've had people like, oh, there's not really nothing. I'm like, what are you looking for? Like, it's here. Like,
Right.
you just have to keep
Yeah.
going and find it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
And this is so cool too, y'all, because this is totally unbiased, like straight from the heart.
Oh, yeah.
Literally how
This
the
is
two
not
of these
scripted,
our
y'all,
hosts
at all.
and our host couples, like, they are members and they help us. So like it's not like, Yessie and Cesar are getting paid
Nope.
buttloads of money to say they love Secrets. They just
Nope.
genuinely, organically love this place. And this is a great representation of the community that we keep here. And the people, the walks of life that we want within our touch points here at Secrets. It's such a pleasure to have you guys here and to be a part of this amazing team. It's been a roller coaster ride. Jess and I are only a year and a half in, but we've heard, stories of the years past, and I think that we finally are onto something really, really cool here. That is gonna kind of hopefully take the world by storm, and y'all come and hang out with us and see us and vibe on property and, come meet our amazing host couples, Yessi and Cesar. So, guys, if you don't mind, do you guys have a social media page together?
Yeah, we're together.
Cool, awesome. Let everybody know so that if they have any questions, they could message you guys. And please, by all means, make sure you guys come through and come introduce yourselves. Come see these guys on property. They're here with us on the weekends, and they'd love to meet you guys. So, yeah, hit them with the socials. Let them know where they can find you.
You can find us on SDC as YMCA.
YMCA.
What is our Facebook?
You should remember.
Also the Facebook.
And on Facebook as Cesar and Jesse. CESAR space NYESSIE.
You did the N too?
Yeah.
In.
Did you go
Yeah,
through
the
it?
N.
Yeah.
Jess and Jordan. That's
and
it.
even when I do, I can't say all the things right now, but when I do it certain ways, I'm like, Jordan, I said, remember you dating the ghetto girl from the hick town from Wisconsin, girl.
That's right. Jess claims that's her claim to fame. That's her real talent.
I know, that doesn't say a whole lot, y'all. I'm sorry.
If you ever
Well,
need a
listen, you do
tour,
know your
just
hip hop
hit us up.
music, so you cool. Yes. Masters of the tours.
That's
Absolutely
right.
killing it.
Yes.
And thank you all so much. So we're going to keep you guys rocking and rolling. We have an amazing weekend coming up here on property. We have an awesome night tonight too as well, Jess, right? We got some fun things going on. Let's let them know. What do we got?
Well, I know I'm the best blowjobber.
No, I am.
Well, we'll see about that.
We're going to invite you all to come down here and battle Yessi and Jess to see who is the better BJer. For tonight's blowjob 101 class, we got a little blowjob class tonight. Yeah, in the dungeon. That's it, bro. Cesar and I would be happy to be the judges on that. We
Okay,
will
well,
totally.
we're going to test that theory of how you feel all the ways of me with someone else right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Are you
That's it.
ready?
Right now.
Live for
Before we go
y'all?
out there, right now. Live.
One's in the chat if you want to see this. One's in the chat. Yeah, right?
Hit the
Cheers. Tonight at 8 o'clock, we've got our blowjob 101 class, a little bit of help, and a whole lot of fun from our Fair Villa team, right, babe?
Yes, Debbie, she's one of our amazing instructors, a certified sex therapist.
And just an
Or
all-around
sexpert,
amazing young
sexpert,
lady.
something
Yeah,
like
she's a
that. Yeah.
sexpert.
Yeah.
And our Fair Villa team is off the hook. Our Fair Villa location in our Secrets Hideaway property here is off the hook, and we love them. They always hook us up with the biggest, the baddest, the coolest toys, and a lot of fun on property. So tonight, the class is going to be awesome, and we are also going to be having a lot of fun there. So we're going to encourage y'all to come on out, get to Secrets, come be a part of the action, and we're even going to have a little pop-up party in our club tonight, right?
We are. So the blowjob class is 8 to 9:30 in Club Swingster, and then we're going to mingle our way over to the nightclub for a little while. For a little nightclub party.
A little soiree, if you will.
And Wes is bartending, y'all.
Yes,
Oh,
Wes will be in the house
nice.
behind
I know.
that bar.
Yes, he's like, no, I'll stay.
I'll stay.
We're going to have a lot of fun. and it's going to cruise us right into the weekend, y'all. We're going to have a great time tomorrow. We got Dirty Bingo at 7:30 Thursday night with our drag queens who are back in the house. I think it's April Fresh is going to be in the house calling our Dirty Bingo tomorrow night.
And I think she's going to be in full.
I heard she's going to be in
attire.
full drag gear too.
Yay,
So
nice.
if you want to see the full drag gear on a Thursday as opposed to a typical Tuesday, come check it out. It's going to be a blast.
Definitely.
Right? Yeah, that's right. And then we're going to rock right into the weekend with some great themes again, right?
Yes, we have Angelic Angel, which is Friday. And y'all, we're going to do, what was it, a Dirty Little Angel
Dirty
costume.
Little Angel costume contest.
At 12 a.m. in the nightclub.
okay.
And then it's
And a DIY Halo
that's
building.
on Saturday.
We're gonna do
for
that as well, though.
Wicked. Oh, no, wait. You're right. That's Friday.
Friday.
Yes, good
See,
job,
we got our
Billy.
days switched.
I know.
I knew. You guys all see that right there?
You guys, now he might be even because he remembered. So I'm like, how do
Yeah,
I do that?
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
have to talk about the rules a little later.
Yeah.
We'll discuss later.
He's
Don't
winning
ever
right now.
give back.
I know.
Get-
Okay. all
Get
right,
that mouth ready, girl. Let's go. Ray, what button did you hit
Never
for
mind,
that?
we got this.
Not. I always got to watch the show back because whenever we say funny stuff, Ray will hit like a funny. That was an
Yeah,
explosion.
we never know what all the
dropped
things
the
until
bomb
we
on
watch
that
it. We never know what Ray's actually doing with his finger in all the ways when we're.
Yes,
I know,
and
look at
actually, hey, babe, can you do us a solid? Because Mimi and Justin were just asking one more time if you could just give the details about TLC one more time for the next day and a half. So,
Oh, sure. I would love to. So we have TLC who is filming on property for a show that they're trying to air that will air in spring, summer of this year. Correct. People who want to be filmed are going to be filmed. Obviously, consent. You got to sign release forms all the way.
we got wristbands, waivers, all the legal stuff that you guys need to take care of.
Yep, and they're filming from 1-to-1. So obviously till
It was
1 a.m.
today.
today, and then 1-to-1 tomorrow.
Correct.
And they're just really filming secrets.
We just want our Secrets family here as much as possible
Yeah.
for the vibe, the energy.
To
Y'all
create a
know
vibe.
that.
Come out, guys. Support
The
it.
girl who is featured on the show is an amazing human.
Her
got
story's
great
great,
energy,
y'all. It is a
great
perfect.
story.
It's a perfect Secrets Hideaway story.
It really is.
It really
like
is.
reiterates why I do this job and why I love this job so much, because lifestyle is for everyone, whether you're divorced, single, throuple, all the
It's-
things
it is.
are
It's
like
for
you
everybody,
said,
babe.
all the things are here for
Everything.
you,
Yep.
and her story is just so. It's you guys. It's so cool.
I know, it's really, really cool.
It's
And it's
so
also when
cool.
you find dope people who just have never experienced anything like this. And I also don't think that they expect us to kind of, when you see sex as
Yeah.
like the bit, they don't expect such a white glove experience where they're being taken care of and shown to their room, and it's like, wow, this is like a real thing. Like it's not
It's
just
a real resort. Like
Yeah, people
you
showing
can
their
be naked if you want. You
stuff,
don't have to
everywhere.
be.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. It's that people kind of put us in a different category.
Right.
They think that we're just fucking. That's it.
Correct.
But
Correct.
what's wrong with that?
There's
But
nothing wrong with it, but they think that's all we do.
right,
I
like
know.
no
Like you're
rules,
walking
no
in and
like
everybody
whatever.
doing
Yeah,
everybody, and that's why a lot of the new couples get scared because they think that that's what they have to do. As I thought I had to do.
right.
The first time we ever walked up, step foot in here, I was like,
Right.
"Damn, babe, I don't think we can fuck everybody. That's a lot.
Right.
That's a lot." And he's like, "Babe, you do not have to fuck everybody." You sure? I like this is a lot, So that was I get where people
Mm-hmm.
think that, So when you have like, the girl you're talking about is like you get a brand new everything. It's like
Right. And that's
Yeah.
why, this year with
gonna
all
show
like the
things
new
in
runs of
different
like the podcast and like, having our host couples on and people seeing the social media and seeing all like the friendly faces and kind of our teamward approach to this give them the warm and fuzzy. We want you to feel
course.
the energy and
Yes.
feel the love. So like that's the big goal,
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing
That's
too.
what I
Like,
call the best part.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
The best part of Secrets. Because there are times where we're not feeling that sexual vibe and we just want to just relax.
We do
This is
that.
still our number one choice for
Oh yeah.
that.
oh yeah,
Because we're gonna be amongst great people, people that are
Yep.
true friends.
and respectful and just
Respectful,
get
yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it
Absolutely.
really is an amazing place. And
and you will
it's
never
awesome.
meet the nicest people here.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And it's just
some of the sweetest people. But you guys are awesome. I
No,
love
we
you guys.
appreciate
We
y'all
love
and
you guys.
same.
You guys are freaking awesome.
But it's
And-
like our friend says, it's like here you meet the best people, or you meet people at their best.
Yeah.
That's a great.
That's
that
a
is
that-
great. Yeah.
That's a t-shirt, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Secrets Hideaway t-shirt right
Yes.
there.
That is.
Not
But-
said by me, by a good friend of mine.
But it's all right. We'll
Cheers
split
to
it up.
you.
We only take
We still
5%. We'll cut up the profits, the proceeds. It's all good. We'll make
We're
sure
gonna
everybody gets their
take
due. It's cool. But we're rounding out our amazing upcoming weekend, y'all, and just hit the Friday vibes. Saturday, we got some new stuff coming to property too. We're gonna kick things off Saturday morning with our brand new clothing optional yoga by the pool. Now, this is gonna be a new feature here at Secrets Hideaway that we're bringing in. Are we doing this every other week?
Every other until the weather warms up. It starts
Yes.
at 10 a.m.
So we're gonna yoga is now gonna be a mainstay here on the property, and the good news is we got the green light to have this amazing yoga session in a pretty cool looking place on property, and that's all I'm gonna say. So we've gotten the green light to do it in a newer vibe style spot here at Secrets, and we're gonna go for it, and it's gonna be awesome. And it's coming up this Saturday morning, 10 a.m. and there's gonna be a live DJ and a vibe, and we're gonna get our yoga on, right, babe?
I like that.
Get your stretching in all the ways for
That's right.
Yeah.
what you might endure later
Later
on.
Y'all can absolutely come on through and check out the vibes and have some fun. It's gonna be awesome.
That's right.
And that'll be 10 a.m. This Saturday. And then also we have Saturday's theme is what, babe?
Wicked and Oz.
Hey, that new Wicked movie with Ariana Grande did such damage during the holiday season that we had to theme it out a little bit, get a little crazy. So we're looking forward to seeing your Glendolas, your Wicked Witches, all the cool stuff, all of that Wizard of Oz vibe. We want to see it all. So everybody's going to do it. I expect a great costume out of you, Yessie, okay? Got to cosplay this thing
I
up.
gotta paint myself green.
Come on,
now.
girl, let's go.
I got this.
Hey, listen,
I have faith in you.
Listen, I'd be Captain Kirk all over those green ladies. Like, if we're talking like Star Trek stuff, man, Kirk does it with the green ladies. I'm down with the green ladies. Let's get it.
Yes, yes.
And that's how much of a nerd
Dude,
Jordan
this is cool. We'll get this
I'm a
live. Everybody
Jordan.
see this? This is how Junior doesn't know what time our podcasts are on. I'm getting a phone call from right now. Should we answer him on the show? Let's do it. Let's see what's up.
Yeah, maybe he has a question.
Hey, Junior.
What's Jesse's name? Sorry.
You there, buddy?
No, mine's not my
Yeah, we're actually on the show right now. You can say hi to them. I just picked up the call. We're just ad-libbing here and going with it.
Hey, Junior.
Too bad we didn't have like the speakerphone and be like,
Boss.
Hey,
hello,
boss.
caller.
Yeah, so Junior wants to make sure that you guys are all good and everything's cool because he's going to be leaving soon.
Yes, thank you
is
very
amazing.
much.
They said, thank you very much for checking in. They're perfect. We got them.
See, hospitality, y'all.
There you
Got it,
go.
buddy. No problem.
We got you covered in all the ways here at Secrets Hideaway.
Absolutely.
And that was Junior saying hi.
It's like, be nice, so they come back on Friday and do our tours.
That's it. We got it. So we're all good, y'all. We're about ready to put a pin in this episode. Got a few more minutes here with Yessie and Cesar.
Can we
Go ahead,
ask
baby.
what is,
Ask whatever you want.
2 questions.
Yes.
What is the most sexual thing you guys have seen on property that's like turned you guys on, or like, we got to go do all the things?
Ooh, yeah. Fun, sexy
And
secret
then
story.
what is like the,
Craziest.
yeah.
Craziest and sexiest. I like that.
I know what the craziest is. So, and it's in the dungeon.
Like the nuttiest. Like you're just like, what? War stories. I like it. This is the best part.
Does he know?
He knows.
Okay, I'm
he
like-
walks out of there every time. There's just in the dungeon. It's just you
They don't want to know, man.
Well,
you guys want to know.
We want to
we
know.
wanna
You can
know.
dance
Tell
around
us.
it. You don't have to be specific.
So there's just I've seen like there's a couple. They're kind of aggressive in there. And
Okay.
stuff like that. And I just one point just saw a whole arm.
Just
A
so
whole
you know,
arm.
when she says kind of aggressive,
When I mean a whole arm was
So
up
the arm was there, and then
yeah,
it
I
disappeared.
walk out. I'm
Yes.
not in that space.
The arm was there and it disappeared. And yes.
There's a whole trick behind that.
Yeah.
That if you come join
So
us,
there
we can
was
get into more detail.
fisting to the arm to
Yes.
all the ways. Okay.
So
got
all
it.
the way, I
Yeah.
saw it all the way.
Oh,
up to
like
the,
Breakfast
It
Club,
was a
right?
Jeff
That's
Dunham.
Ray.
It was
Don't
a-
It was on the way,
you
yeah.
forget about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that was it, and then it just came out, and it was just, and they just kind of, I was like, wow, and he was like, I'm done.
So Cesar, that's where he looked and he said, "So not tonight either in the dungeon." Nope, tonight's not gonna be the night either. Let's go. Right out the door again.
No, and it's funny, and I just stood there because I wanted to see what happens next. And he's like, "You're sick." I was like, "No, I want to see." It's like
You're
a
like,
show
you're
for me.
curious. I'm like, where does this go?
Yeah,
And
it was
I'm like-
awesome.
It's like kind of live porn, you know
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
it is. It is.
So-
It is.
I
And what
guess.
was the sexiest?
I love it. Yo, Justin and Mimi are literally
I know,
providing the
right?
color commentary for this right now.
They know exactly.
They said that listen, they're with Diddy amounts of lube in there. That's what they said. That's literally what was written. So,
Perfect.
oh
And
my
now the
god,
sexiest.
What's the sexiest
this is the greatest place.
that we have seen or we have experienced or
Scene or experience?
Either or.
Either or, just
Or
something
both,
cool,
whatever
like
you
a
want.
cool experience you guys had, or
We had an awesome scene at the pool one time before we started. It was a group of
that
us
is
with friends.
amazing. That's
it was
babe,
very sexy.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah, like it was
Look
us
at-
girls, and we were all going ham on each other, and the guys were, watching. And everybody just stopped and came. And at that point, I didn't even know that everybody was watching me. I'm over here going to town,
Right.
and then I'm like, they're holding the girl up out of the water. It was like it wasn't a shit show. It was very sexy. And then I was like, I stopped for a second, and I was like. Everybody's fucking watching. And he's like, "Baby, you okay?" I'm like, "No."
it's that moment when you realize they're all watching me.
Yes, but it was super duper hot.
Right.
Everybody just came.
Girl,
started
and you
watching.
got
I
scared
I'm
of
sure
like a
people were
round of
like-
applause,
I did.
like
It was,
you know.
And then I was so embarrassed. I was like red. I was like, "Oh my god, babe!" Everybody saw me. He said, "Dude, you're fine." It was so sexy and hot, and I was like, "Okay."
But
I
isn't
feel
that
better.
dope? That's where it's like an extension of entertainment. You are
Yeah.
now entertaining
Right.
the people, just
Yeah.
like obviously we have the name tags officially,
Right.
so like we
Right.
can't get down like that.
Right,
but
right.
You guys
it's
can.
there
can.
is an entertainment value to that
Yes.
that's secrets.
Yes,
So
exactly.
that's really
What's
cool.
crazy is like we 6 years in, and I was thinking of that same scene.
Really?
And we had
Because
yeah.
that was such a sexy scene.
Isn't that cool?
Well, for a minute there, I was the dungeon bandit. I would
Mm-hmm.
go in there, and I was, going down on girls, and then the other girls like, "Oh, I want to
The
be next." And I was
Dungeon
like, "Wait a minute,
Bandit.
I don't know where that came from, but yeah, it was
Have
a
y'all
thing
seen
for
the
me for a
Dungeon
minute.
Bandit? She's
That
in
was me. I was that person. And then, and then the people coming, "Oh, I want to be next." I was like, "No, this is why." And then he's like, "Babe, you did it like 3 times." Like, even though it was with people I knew, and stuff like that. But I did it like 3 times. Like, I need to. Okay, no more. No more Dungeon Bandit. And people are like putting their name. No, I'm next. I want to be next. I want her to do that to me.
And this from the same woman that at the very beginning said, I don't know, I'm not really attracted to women like that.
Yeah, I did say that.
I might have said that in my life too.
I love it. Even Jason commented. He said, "We love a poolside audience and the high fives after." There you go.
Yes.
That's
There you
how
go.
you do
Oh
it.
yeah,
That's how you do
it's
it.
awesome because you feel even even better. It's like
It's funny because that was one of those check marks. Because after that is when we talked about
going full swap.
going full swap.
It took us a long time to go full swap, like years.
But that scene, it was so hot.
And we were like, we have to be fucking.
That like, okay, it's like we should have done
And you're like,
more.
well, we're not hiding anything anymore. Everybody saw that already. So, I mean, we might as well hit the gas at this point.
Because it was just getting, not boring, because I don't want to say Salt was boring. It was just getting kind of, like, we were just ready for more.
I was going to say, when you know there's more out there and you're like,
Yeah.
Mike, let's just
Yeah.
get out of our way.
And it's
And
funny 'cause
like,
we
you
didn't
know?
bring it up for like 2 days.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, babe,
Yeah, it was.
babe, I gotta talk.
I gotta
to
talk to you. And I was like, what? And then he was like, I think I'm ready for full swap. I was like, shit, thank God, me too.
Yo, this is huge, guys. So we
That's
got our
amazing.
homegirl Serafina's checking in from Cuba.
Ooh.
Cuba's watching in the house. I like that.
Hey,
Literally,
Cuba.
this. Yeah, it's awesome, guys. And like,
love it.
that we get people from literally all around the world. Secrets is such a vibe. And if you haven't been here yet, you got to get here. You got to experience this.
Absolutely.
Make it your own, y'all.
Yes.
You know, like you could definitely, I mean, there's people out there talking about what they think Secrets Hideaway is. Do yourselves a favor. Get to the property.
Yes.
Get a tour
Yep.
from Yessi
Get a
and
tour from
Cesar,
us.
Jess
Yes.
and myself.
Yes.
Our host couples, listen, Chris. You know, we have amazing, amazing host couples, Keith and Diana. You know, we have great, great couples here every weekend, ready to help y'all out. And we want to set y'all up for success, to meet those couples, to meet the people, to get the proper vibes, and make sure that Secrets Hideaway experience is spectacular. You know, that's really the big
Yes.
thing is, you know, finding the culture, you know?
And we love answering any questions. We're that couple. We're very open. Any questions anybody on our tour has, we always answer it. Sometimes our tours, they come back, they're like, we have another question. Is that okay? I'm like, of course that's okay. So there's times we spend a lot of times with certain couples because
Right.
they're just, they want to know.
Yeah.
And I'm
Like
going to give
they're
you,
really
I
looking
don't
to
want
have a
them
great
to be like I was. And the first time I was here, I was so scared shitless. Nobody ever told me anything. I was like, I didn't know. We ran into our next door neighbors.
Right.
Like, it was craziness our first time here. I ran.
Wait, if you're
out-
here, who's getting our mail? I thought you were supposed to get our
Yeah.
mail.
I know, right?
I ran. No, I'm serious. I
She
ran.
almost cried in the middle of that
No, I
dance floor.
cried. I cried.
Yeah.
I was like, and I knew that was gonna happen. And I was like, I didn't think it was those neighbors. I thought it was gonna be the other neighbors.
Boshka,
but
I
it was
told
those.
you the neighbors were crazy too.
I knew it, and I said, you know, I cried and I cursed him out so bad, and it wasn't his fault. He's like, baby, you're like I invited the neighbors here. I said, no, but I told you this shit was gonna happen, and we didn't come back for 6 months. It was 6 months before we came back. I was traumatized,
Yeah.
like really bad.
Well, but that's fair, you know. I mean, that's totally understandable because you're like putting yourself in a situation and then it's a lot, you know.
So you know, in that situation, so you know what you do when you see your neighbors
Mm-hmm.
now. So if you see them here, you sleep with them right away because you get that shit out of the way. And then I promise you, they'll be the best neighbors ever.
That's it.
Ever. We watch each other's dogs. We
You
do
need dog sitting,
everything.
and you need your
Everything.
mail
Oh
picked
my
up.
God.
Well, at that point, all the other stuff's out of the way, so you might as well, you know.
All the awkward
we
stuff.
took a
let's
while
go.
before that. I was like avoiding them, and I said, "Babe, no. Next time we just fuck them right away." And that way, we're like, "Hey, now we got nothing. You can't tell on me. I can't tell on you, so we're good."
I love it so much, y'all. We actually have a bunch of our host couples checking in on the thread. You got Keith and Diana on the thread. We got
Keithy, that
obviously
guy.
Pineapple Jam. And yes, y'all
Yes.
can definitely come see Justin and Mimi inside the
Yes.
dungeon. They're another
Yeah, they're
amazing host
amazing.
couple,
Yes,
and they
they're
lock
amazing in
down
there
Club
for
Swingster and our entire dungeon. They help out in there big time. So definitely go check them out as well. And just here as a vibe, you know, any day of the week is a great time at Secrets, but obviously as we get towards our weekends, stuff starts to ramp up a little bit. It's a great time to come check things out. It's 2025, and we got so many new surprises coming to the table. It's a great year to be a fan of lifestyle.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And Jess and I are having a great time unpacking. It's been an amazing second episode of 2025 with host couple rock stars, Yessi and Cesar. Thank you both so much for being a part of the
Thank
show.
you,
We
guys.
appreciate
Thank you
you.
for having us.
Been trying to
This
get
was
you
fun.
on this thing
Well,
for
and
a
it's great
minute.
because we get to hear their stories too.
Yes.
Because sometimes we don't get to talk to you guys all
Yeah.
the time because
You guys are super busy.
it's always in passing,
Right,
like you
right,
know.
right.
So it was really cool.
But yes, love thy neighbor. That's it.
Yes. We do love our neighbors. They're
That's
amazing.
it. You got to do it, y'all. And we're coming to y'all live once again from the greatest place on earth. We're locked back in at Secrets Hideaway. It's Team Jess and Jordan. If you guys got a comment or you guys want to hit us up, feel free to shoot us a DM. Any questions? If you have a topic, something dope, something Secrets related, lifestyle related, maybe it's a question, something you've been battling, going back and forth with, we'd love to make it a topic here on the show. Let us know. You can shoot us any comments or DMs, and if you have any suggestions. And in the weeks to come, we're going to be bringing more more influential people of interest and having more great guests, other host couples. It's going to be a very interactive show year for us this year on the show, right, Jess? So
Yes, and
we're excited, right?
We're definitely excited to hear all the stories from, the Black Widow last week with Jess, Yessie and Cesar. It's going to be, you're definitely going to just want to tune in every Wednesday here because we have great stories on stories on stories.
That's right. We got your back, y'all. So make sure you like it, you follow it, you smash it, and you blast it out to everybody. The official Secrets Hideaway podcast. Looking forward to rocking and rolling with you guys and gals all weekend long. Make sure you come hang out with us at the greatest place on earth. And we will see you all again next week for episode number 3. Back ready to rock and roll. And we're going to have ourselves a great time. So enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy the weekend. And don't forget, we got a 3-day weekend. So, babe, an extra day to party here, right?
Yes. And
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King and
MLK, baby.
karaoke.
Let them know. The homie's back. The man, the
we
myth, the legend.
We got
is he
DJ Drift.
Drift is back in the
Back
house. That's
for
right.
karaoke.
So he's going to be
Awesome.
making his karaoke debut. So the homie Drift is back. Come hang out, sing the hits, and it's going to be a great time. January the 20th, this Monday, we're doing it. And looking forward to seeing you guys for a 3-day weekend. Another banger here at Secrets Hideaway. And we'll catch you all on the next episode of the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. Thank you again to Yessie and Cesar. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye, y'all.